Well, hello people, and welcome back to episode 40 of Rannoch. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Episode 40, so the save file is updated in the description now. If you want to get it, you can get it every episode over on Patreon as well, by the way, if you're interested. Also, just enjoying the deep brawl and the density of Rannoch now. Like I saw growing up last few episodes, metro lines are thoroughly flowing everywhere, isn't it great? All that. Yes, please. Or walking over to the trains there as well. The density and the walkability of the city has really come on, hasn't it? The last maybe... I guess the jump from 30 to 40 has been quite big, hasn't it? Episode 30 was the skyline, of course, so... really the start of the major high-density region. Today's episode, though, has been inspired by a post from FA Synergies over in the Discord, which again is linked down below if you're interested. Come and join us. Friendly little place to say good morning. But moving a bit more rural with Rannoch today. And what I want to do is bring out a build here that was inspired by FA Synergies post using seaside resorts as a bit of kind of waterfront luxurious mansions. And I think this is exactly what we're going to use this space here for. I've been thinking, what can we do with it? And I'm thinking, because of the land here slightly raised, let's position some stunning houses that look out across the Strait of Rannoch. And of course, pretty much the whole map from here, and build some nice park infrastructure around this lighthouse as well. Get some nice shopping in as well, perhaps maybe a little bit of a rich rural town centre by the beach here as well before the houses. So, should be a lot of fun today. Let's begin straight away with our recycling centres being moved over. We'll throw them on the corner near the airport for the time being until we know what happens with them. Now with the road, I think the 4-lane with median is a bit too girthy for the vibe I want here. So I think coming into the town we'll run with just the small 4-lane. I think we will upgrade a bit of this into grass median just to reflect the presence of the town centre. And then this road will come and meet an interchange at some point, I imagine, down here. We're beginning to approach the 25 tile boundary on this map in terms of when we'll open 81. And we'll probably do it after the dam project, I think. We won't be working with any spaces over here. At least an effort to save nodes anyway. And today we have found the town of Wesley after our wonderful golden egg subscriber, Wesley Clip. Thank you so much, Wesley, for all your support, my friend. I really appreciate it. And we're going to make this a Green Cities district, I think. We're going to do some Green Cities residential, office, and residential, the trifecta with Green Cities. Sort of place where people called Rupert come to buy soy milk and tofu. Very much upmarket. Sort of hipsters area. Very wealthy as well over here. Tree lining, I think if we're going fancy vibes, I think I'm going to do palms. Actually, I'm going to do the California shorty. I know in the Boreal theme it's a bit of a clash, but palms are luxury, right? So I don't want pedestrianisation everywhere. Pretty much just the central belt really. So I'm going to do 12 units out each side on one. And then that's where we'll let the normal road hierarchy kick back in, which is going to be grass lined streets as well. Again, for that extra luxury vibe. Imagine a lot of the boat owners that sail out of Datland Marina often store their boats here, right? We'll hopefully see them using this walkway as well. Which will get hooked in as well, so we can walk over. So I'm pretty happy with that as a road configuration. Let's also look at bringing in a unique building here as well. We've got some plazas left to use. Like Statue of Wealth, it kind of writes itself, doesn't it? Could we possibly centralise this actually, I wonder? Yeah, can't refuse that, can we? That is a match made in heaven. I think what we will do here is also upgrade this segment where it sits to wide. Drop the plaza back on it. And then we'll also polish that back bit out there with a bit of airport apron. Quite nice centralising that, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get our first commercials going. Definitely everything facing into the central square here. All these blocks are on the front, I'm happy to grow it. And we finally have some pretty balanced demands actually. And the zoning has broken here because I think we moved to guideline, didn't we? So I'm just going to take it off of the road here, I think. And then I wouldn't mind a bit of IT cluster knocking about. I only want the small stuff though. So let's keep it small. I think we'll also line this junction up here with another entrance onto the pedestrians. Wouldn't mind the occasional apartment block here as well. That's some slightly richer, luxurious apartments. Keep them spaced out, give them room to breathe. Let's also get this pathway connected in too. And I think we'll line it up with the guidelines here. Get everyone nice and aligned. That can also continue down to this place now too. I suppose for symmetry, I think I even want a more grander path here. I think we'll go amusement park. Go for the red highlight on the waterfront. Up to there. And elevated amusement park is quite nice. So I think we'll do that here too. Here come the boats. Out on their merry way. Doing some fishing for us. Very cool. We do need to do a pedestrian area. Let's do that before everyone leaves. We will do a large one here, I think. And then we'll blend this in with some further commercial and service industry just along the main street here. I wouldn't mind actually a little municipal service building here, maybe like a town hall or something. Aligned with the plaza and the central streets. We'll see what we can get in. Let's address that building now. Let's see what we can possibly use. Impression off is perhaps a little bit too grand for what I'm thinking, maybe. Although it is a nice alignment, I think it possibly deserves to be behind the statue, doesn't it? Not next to the motorway here. I think that's certainly the play. Let's see if we can do that here then. Okay, so just slightly reform the tan center there to get that to fit, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's going to be quite nice. And that will bring this pedestrian roundabout back into play as well. And let's just leave it on one road connection there, I think. Might even do it this side as well. There we go. Bit happy with that, I think. Super, yeah, I'm happy with some flats to be here. All these are absolutely perfect on the waterfront. Let's make sure we grab these while they're nice and small. Let's add to the base services that we have with the service point. We'll do a child healthcare centre here. Let's also have the nice rich clinic. Mix and match some commercial in this as well. Either side. And then the usual suspects of fire and police. Let's bring in some content creator assets too. Let's do the mountain police station actually. Be happy with that. We could even use some of the mountain resort assets as mansions today as well. You are... don't know, is that too tall? I kind of like it. Just the one lone tower there in the town centre. I think we might keep it actually. I think we'll keep it. We do have pollution poisoning from somewhere. Is everyone okay? Saw just one over here as well, didn't I? Did this get cured, I think? We are actually very nearly to sewage treatment. We're not building a sewage plant today, so I'll throw in a temporary installation by the highway over near Atlantic City for the time being. Oh, it's the ground pollution from the recycling centres, you idiot egg. I was just going to say, I was like, not sure why it's polluted. Yeah, this ground is polluted for a little bit, yeah, isn't it? I forgot about that. Also get some nice big zoned green cities houses growing out here as well. Happy with that. This will be great fun doing some detailing through here, I think now. Let's move on to what we've been talking about, the mansions and the whole fun and games of today's build, I think. So let's start with one. So I was going to use Seaside Resorts for this, but I've also just remembered that the Mountain Resorts Content Creator Pack also exists, bringing with it numerous new unique buildings that I think we could pass off as mansions, certainly smaller ones, although that's a big mansion, isn't it? I suppose it's not totally out of the question though. Right. These are like songwriters' houses. People that are filthy rich from royalties. Maybe we can have them... Not sure if I want them on the road or kind of pushed back. I think pushed back and positioned on the cliff is the best face, isn't it? The sort of houses that are going to be in danger from severe coastal erosion in about 30 years' time. So we'll do the tree line median up the driveway. And then just do a simple holding road. And we'll place this at the tip of the T. Bring that down. And I'll kind of time lapse up a few of them but I'll walk you through the process here at least anyway. Again, big shout out to FA Synergies in the Discord for this inspiration. Really cool way to use some assets like this. So of course we're going to have park fencing. Let's bring this right in front of the facility. I have turned off zoning on some of these, haven't I? It doesn't matter though. And in terms of how big I want them, how much space we have to fill here. If we have one, almost let the pathways demarcate the boundary actually, couldn't I? Yeah, I think we'll do that then. We'll just use the pathways to kind of mark out where people's property ends. We don't want a fence up to the cliff. We'll do some bushes or hedges, I think, here for the garden, if you like. Same again here, just up to the cliff edge. There's also a bear roaming his grounds as well, which is pretty terrifying, isn't it? So let's form a bit of a back garden. So I just want to use a bit of terraforming just to reveal the view a bit more to the property. I feel like I'm playing The Sims. You have to let me know if you guys would be interested in some Sims content. I do enjoy building in the game and just general life simulation fun. And let's bring in some hedgehowing against the edge of the cliff face. Now, I think I'm also going to want to paint this as a bit of a park area too. I'm going to want park props in here. Is there a wolf in the bushes? There is, there it is. Very camouflaged, isn't he? You'd have to be careful if you do live down here. And I don't think some private beach access is out of the question either. Let me have a little nature reserve pathway up here. That just comes to the edge of the airport apron. Well, be careful with the placement there. Pretty much what I'm after. And then let's grab that park area. I mean, we already have one, just... Might as well grab this one, because I don't really have need for another gate. And we'll make this whole waterfront just park area. Because we'll use a lot of park assets in the gardens as well. It would also make the houses seem a little bit more alive, which should be quite a lot of fun. Already that looks so cool, doesn't it? You can immediately tell what that is. Just out of town, massive house. It even could actually pass as a bit of a country club, couldn't it? Or the front of a golf course would also be a good repurposing for mountain resorts. These assets are very versatile, actually. On first inspection, when they came out, I was thinking it's quite specific, but you can definitely use these in a variety of settings. So a lot of nature reserve props here. I think I want to give them the campfire site, looking out over the waterways here. Maybe a little lean-to shelter as well, a place to sit and enjoy a drink at night time. Position him so he is actually connected. There you go, just gotta be next door. You know, they've got a bench out here, and maybe they've also got some of their own kayaks down here as well. Maybe a little outhouse which we can pretend is a storage shed. And I think I want to use some larger rocks and bushes again, almost to just mark out the boundary there of the property. Make some bushes in with that too, and some trees just to give privacy. Living in the Lake District, there's a lot of Lake District properties that are like this actually, boat houses on the water. And you can't see into them, they're very walled up. It's all very much privacy vibes around here. I think that's very tasteful, I really like that. Let's go into park props, and we'll build them a little playground out here too. Let's have this one here. Stuff for the concrete, and then they can have a bench. Do we have a grill in this one? No, it must be a find it one. Yeah, the high level grills, that's what we want. They can roast out on the barbecue. There's also a little cool grill there as well. So it actually makes a nice little statue prop, doesn't it? And then I want to grab the fancy fountain and align that with the door, I think. Cool. I think just to blend in what is quite a harsh edge with the airport apron, let's just bring in some nice bush line in here to bring a bit of a border to the patio. We can also include the playground in that as well. Maybe there's another little separate entrance out that way. And then let's just filter for our park props. Also grab a sand pit as well. Maybe a couple of those and set of swings. And then perhaps a little gazebo that is just out. on its own over there. And then let's also do a riding stables as well. Have this on the drive up to the house, I think. And we'll have lots of very big oaks in the grounds around here. And I think we'll also... Oh, I really hope that bear stays. That would be very funny. Might even do some vanilla concrete path around here. Just bring that up to the apron there if you like. Maybe even with one more on the inside there. And then with the road, I think a small crater tree has to be the way forward, doesn't it? You could even do roadies. They bleed out onto the road a little bit though, don't they? I think maybe linden then. I love that the bear is enjoying the view. Can we pretend that the bear lives here? You guys want to name the the property mogul of Rannoch is a bear, who who owns and maintains one of the largest properties in the city. There's two of them as well. Two bear business partners, right? I'll let you guys come up with the law if you like. There is also some vanilla pools as well that we could add. I wouldn't mind having one of these maybe over by the building here. And then there was also some really nice props added with mountain resorts, including this little fire pit here, which I think would be quite tasty. Maybe we can do two of these actually. Can we get those fused together? We can do sort of a half joined one like that, I suppose. Let's just put them together like that. And then we'll have some wood storage for burning at the fire pit. Just there, I reckon. And then maybe one of these little cute romantic seats under one of the oaks, perhaps. And we'll also have a little pathway running to the tree and then up to the gazebo. Cool, so that gives us a really cute little interesting repurposing of resorts. I've also connected this off camera, by the way. There we go. As we can see, people now move through the gardens, which would make them feel significantly more alive, I think, which is a lot of fun, isn't it? Right, the rich red t-shirt family. they all wear red, but they all live here, right? Fantastic. With their two pet bears, which seemingly have gone walkabouts. Have they gone? I was really hoping they would have stayed. They could be in the undergrowth, to be fair. There's, oh, there you go, there's one. Okay, at least they're still lingering around though. But not bad, I like that one. Let's do a seaside resorts one together, and then we can move into some kind of time lapse as well. So I don't want the driveways to be exactly the same every single time, so maybe for this next one, let's bring the drive up on the side, and then we'll just do a straight tree lined here actually. And then flat edge. I was playing with some trees on the main road here. I think I want something quite tall, but I think the oaks are too repetitive, so I think we might run with vanilla alder instead, actually, down this road. It'll help give a bit more privacy as well from the road down here. They must be hosting some kind of party at the moment. Lots of guests arriving. I wouldn't mind some car parking in these, actually, but I think the ploppable ones are probably just too commercial looking, are they? Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, it's not for here. We could do some green city as well, but actually I think we might do some custom car parking during the daytime time lapse. Either way, well, let's move into seaside resorts, and I want this one to be, I think, a collection of similarly themed buildings. So let's drop all of these down. They're all green roof, red wood, which is pretty much my vibe here. Now I'm going to use some dirt road as part of the gardens, I think, here. So let's do one up this way. This can hold the second house. And then this, if all goes to plan, can come up here. I was just drawing a box for right now. And can we find a nice happy space? I'm going to move this one over a little bit actually. It'll still register a connection, but I'm going to move it up a bit anyway. Just because I want to run some path nodes in between the grounds to make it feel like a larger homestead, if you like. Imagine maybe there's a barn conversion on the lands now as well, maybe now. One of these used to be a barn, and they're converting it for Airbnb or something like that. And now because we've got roads here, I also wouldn't mind using some of the new props that we got now. Fortunately, they are going to park down here, which I can't stop in vanilla. But I think with, sorry, not the new props, the new buildings, I think I want to try the mountain stage here as their viewpoint. You know, maybe they have a bit of a bandstand and they host events for all their rich friends and family to enjoy against the beaches of Rannoch. Right? I think that'd be quite nice there, wouldn't it? You can almost imagine this one is perhaps a famous historical house that almost does double as a bit of a tourist attraction. And they can give kind of speeches and whatnot about the history of the house. I'm also going to include the sightseeing tower here as well, I think. Or am I? No, I don't think I am. A seagull just spawned out of that, did you see? Must be living in the tower. And let's return some more part life assets. We can definitely do some fishing cabins down here as well. Let's tap into some of the pathways on the side, because I wouldn't mind those getting used. Let's have a bit of foliage. See if we can come out there. That was pretty nice. And then with this one coming down, let's grab that fishing hut perfectly about there, I think. And they can have their own little fishing grounds. Almost treat that as a little bit of a boathouse as well, can't we? Bring in some more forest through here. Have a lot of overgrowth in between. Definitely no one walking on these bits of land here. Nature has thoroughly reclaimed them around the rich. I think we'll do some of that hedge lining. Let's do some fencing first, actually. Do I want to mix and match fences? I suppose zoo fence wouldn't be out of place here, I think. Snap into the grid. Move some zoo fences up. We could even have... Where's our next one going to be? This is a pretty enormous plot here, so we'll probably get 2 houses in that, I think. So let's bring this dividing plot up on an angle. Just in between the forest, and then to help save some nodes, because if we're going to do that for all of them, it will make a dent. We'll bring in that bush lining against the overgrowth again. Sort of down on the bottom layer. Just to demarcate that territory. And that one down. Then I suppose maybe we can actually have some public access down onto the beach here, but you know, no one comes out this way. Just due to the snobbery and the snootery that exists out here. Love seeing that garden alive, isn't that making a huge difference? Very nice indeed. Turn already some rich folk. Enjoying a wonderful view, of course, across. Can you see the skyline from here? Imagine the trees block it a bit, don't they? If we were to sit in the gardens, yeah, you can see the city from here. Isn't that cool? There's a moment in city skylines where you begin to create senses of distance, and it's just fantastic. Isn't that amazing? A wonderful view. The town's going up over here as well. Got some new apartments in there, although we need to make those historical before they get too big, actually. Let's do that, because I am enjoying those sizes. Pretty much this stuff here. That one's okay. Just about the right size. And let's finish off with a bit more commercial through here too. Do we also have room for some schools? What do we need? It's alright for the time being, but I think we will chuck in a Green Cities Academy. It will actually switch out all services for the mountain resort ones. I haven't really used too many of them yet. Well, that's the healthcare one, isn't it? Let's also get fire as well. I guess we don't need this store anymore. We had a comment a few episodes ago, actually. Egg, why do you never use the banks? I forget they exist, to be honest. We don't even have them unlocked. What do you want? Do you want the stock exchange placed? Yeah, I'm not going to place the stock exchange, so... That is why I don't use any banks, because I don't play with the stock stuff. Let's get a bit of IT cluster there as well. See what we can get in. There we go. Now Rupert can buy his soy and lentils over here, right? Exactly what we said at the start of the episode. It's all coming to life. Should we take a bit of a walk down the main street? I'd also like to start including more first-person stuff in the videos as well. Maybe as the build leaves a detailing time-lapse, we can enjoy a first-person tour. And before the cinematics, maybe. But I'm liking this right big open plaza vibes with different bits of commercial, cafes. Green Cities is such a nice solution for this stuff. All these little tables are a great addition, aren't they? Really nice apartments. Nice and visible from the town square as well. Oh, this building is very nice. Fantastic. Cool. Town centre's come along very well. Obviously the cars are a nightmare, aren't they? That's so disappointing. I can't really, I mean, I can stop it. I can use non-parking roads. Which I did want the dirt road, but I think I can't abide that. I've got to do something about that, I think. So we'll do, I'll have to do non-parking all the way around. This is where a little custom road asset would come in very clutch, wouldn't it? But alas, the unmodded experience has its downfalls sometimes. The gazebo park will actually sit wonderfully there, which I think I'm going to include actually. And then I'd like to scatter some fancier trees through the estate, so let's do... Maybe they've had some palms imported, right? Trees that we don't see anywhere else across the city. This house can have them. Some kind of exotic plant collector. Bit of a botanical garden in there somewhere. Which also leads me down the road actually, of wanting to do a gazebo, which we will. Let's grab some tourism parks. And I want to grab a tiny park here. Can I put this on a bit of a angle? I'll have you there. The gazebo version of this park is also very nice actually. But if I can have the allotment, mind also having some rows of different trees around here as well, also perhaps some roady bushes. Expand the allotment vibe. Let's do rows of, or gaps of 4. Bit too dense actually, isn't it? Let's just manually place them. Let's just have some mimicked patterns over this way. And I don't think we have a greenhouse asset, do we, in vanilla? No, we don't. We do have the shed though from, what is that from? European Suburbia Content Creator Pack. Yeah, I think I'm going to add this in just so it looks like a bit of a garden shed, right? And then can we get one of the bird baths in? One of these? Higher level bird bath, yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? And maybe a few more rows of plantation out here just to expand that garden vibe. And I think we will also include some larger trees again just for some privacy through here. A couple of jacarandas perhaps present on the grounds as well. Also want some oaks in the grounds too. We can do some here. Kind of shelter that in a pathway with exotic trees if you like. A bit of a more perhaps eccentric owner that lives here, right, with all the wildflowers and trees. But again, it's really not a bad aesthetic, is it? Really love piecing these things together. Well, there's loads of different things you can add into them as well. Different styles. So we'll fill these out in the detail and time-lapse thing, because there's only so many times I could talk about different buildings and houses, but seaside resorts. I suppose if you want to do some zoning, you could also do some mid-century modern homes around here as well, would be quite nice. Or green cities, because the green city is low-density residential. When it's at its max level, max size, you know, this is pretty luxurious digs, isn't it, you know? So these would also work for that richer vibe, I think. Oh, you know what? I am enjoying those taller towers here. I did want to keep it a bit more low-rise, but a little pop of height, the two contrasting black and white towers there is quite welcome, isn't it? Now, I think for here, I mentioned I want to turn this into a park as well. So let's have another little lighthouse project going on in the city. I'd like to make a little arrivals point. Now, I think I've got the perfect asset in mind for this. It's either going to be the nature reserve shelter or the lodge hotel. No, we don't actually have it unlocked yet. We need a level 5 nature reserve. Where is the current nature reserve? It's over here, isn't it? It's already 4-star. What does it need? Just more entertainment? Yeah, okay. Let me just spam some assets in here then. That took a lot more assets than it should have done. Look how much stuff out of place around here. Mental. Anyway, that finally gives us the asset I wanted, which was the Nature Reserve Museum. Wonderful. So, we'll have this here. And I'll also partner it, I think, with the Botanical Gardens. I think might also be welcome down here. So I'm going to do a little 5 curve. And then place it, just a regular part burn, isn't it, this one here? Yeah, it's right in the middle there. I'd also like to extend the area out here with some detailing, which we'll get into at some point imminently. I want to also keep this through road going as well. I also want to bring it on the road guideline to this junction here. And then can we create a bit more of a bizarre junction out this way? Do some slightly more quirky things. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can extend the botanical garden to also have kind of a position on the waterfront, right, and make this part of that wider park area, which people will now be able to traverse up to. Print that there. We can even justify another gate here, probably, you know. And then with this one, just to make it useful, I'd like to keep it quite overgrown. I think I just want to reveal a bit of the view around here. And then we'll use some of those nature reserve decks again too. Let's grab the short little pinky ones. Have them just by the lighthouse here. Which should be, when we take the walk up ourselves, a very cool reveal. As you can already see, through International over there in South Atlantic City, in Atlantic City, sorry, not South Atlantic. Let's reveal views across Rannoch Strait with hopefully some maritime activity if we can see it. See the boats coming out of the marina over there? How cool is that? Doesn't it add a little fishing marina there? Of course, the big CBD all the way over there. With the big bridge infrastructure, metro and trains. All busy over there, isn't it? And then refineries. You can pick out individual builds, can't you? Really, really like it. Great views. A defining moment, I think, for Rannoch, everyone. To have this lighthouse park. I remember making the launch trailer for the series and recording this lighthouse. And then the one down here. And just kind of thinking at that moment in time when I recorded them, thinking, you know, one day these are going to have amazing views to high rises and ports and cargo ships. And it's all come together. I feel like it's been a very warming moment of Rannoch this episode, hasn't it? Very, very fun indeed. Either way, let's move into a classic time lapse, build some more houses, detail up their gardens, the botanical garden, and also tidy up the town centre. Get some props, a bit more commercial in these spaces, and a bit of a design, if we can, around the back of the oppression office. Either way, settle in, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright guys, let's have a look around one of my favourite parts of Rannoch, shall we? This has turned out super nicely, all on this coast. I built an interchange just up here using the terrain, just laid different slip ramps in the occasional direction, two-way bridge. And then we'll definitely move into sort of more national road vibes out here, right? This will be super cute as we move down this way. I'm putting some more build ideas in mind as well, lots of the mountain assets used down there, probably a bit more seaside resorts in some other form as well. And a great view, right? Especially we can catch a train to the city. Super nice, that, isn't it? One of the greater views in the city there. Multiple mansions. We've got, what, 6 in total, I think. I guess we can say these are, you know, the billionaires of Rannoch live over here, right? You know, you got the oil baron, the people that work in the high rises in the city. The airline owner, for example, all live over here. With lots of different garden details. There's pathways here, flower beds, airport apron has been used too. Got sun lounges with umbrellas, pools, benches, tables, grills, pathways down to boat and fishing houses, cabins. Different combinations of buildings, decals in there as well, similar themes repeating. All of them with just amazing views of the strait, with their kind of borders. Like, how cute is that? I really, really love that. And then really using the hedge lining as a bit of a border for the states, if you like. And how nice is this, right? How beautiful that looks. Just so rich and lush. I really like the combination of overgrowth and pathway here. And then this comes down back onto the road. Used fencing, used hedge lining somewhere. Tried to save at least some nodes, if you like. More assets in the roundabout at the front of these houses. And it all turned out really nicely. Really fun way to use the mountain resort stuff, I think. Enormous homes and lodges, if not extreme kind of luxury apartment estates, right? Very much kind of gated communities. There's assets in here too. Different combinations of such. Same over here as well. Finally found a use for those Africa miniature props. I've been wanting to put them somewhere. And I think we used them in Orchid Bay at a market, didn't we? But outside of a market in mass repetition, look quite nice in a garden area, don't they, I think? So quite happy with those. Fire and tents at the bottom. The pathway along the bottom on the beach actually does get some use. There are people walking back into these assets. You can see someone just in the distance over there. Up this way, the view of the bandstand is fantastic. Super nice. There's even one in the town centre as well, which is even better. But yeah, this is when we finished that before the detail and time-lapse, wasn't it? And they all turned out just swimmingly well, and you can really tell what they are, right? They certainly look like larger plots of land that are extreme wealth, and super happy with it. Definitely, I think, one of my favourite waterfronts I think we've ever done in our kind of vanilla plus CS style, if you'd like. We've never done this before, kind of ultra rich private housing with just beautiful views of the mountains and the strait here. Really, really love it. On the lighthouse, done a bit more erosion with some terraforming just to sever an island mass out. I think made look a bit more interesting. And again, supreme never-ending views of Rannoch, which is just screenshot worthy, isn't it? This really is. I know we're kind of falling over this every week at the minute, but it's so satisfying. You know, I only get to experience this in CS once every year, pretty much, unless we're running 2 builds to get to a downtown. But at late stage, which it very much is now, we're rocketing toward 100,000 population in Rannoch. And this brings us down into that wider botanical garden. The tropical gardens here, the museum we unlocked, botanical gardens, some repeated exhibits or, you know, gardens out here, an expansion of the botanical garden, really. Down to the coastline, Japanese garden, some statues and benches, fountains, etc. Just a really fun park space, pretty much from where we started today all the way down to the houses. This waterfront's just, I think, the best in the city. I think I really like this, even more than the downtown waterfront. Alright, so we'll head over there and check out the metro station in a second, actually. Yeah, I did want to do that. We actually want to set up a new metro connection. Greenbelt develops through here to kind of separate the town's gardens and billionaires' homes. I got Australian football pitch in, a bit of a fence and garden school combo. Down here, bit of expanded detailing behind the service point, airport aprons and vanilla props, which really opens up the back of that commercial, doesn't it? I really love how that turned out, actually. Just so this row here against the highway wasn't so flat, I wanted it to kind of come out a little bit. Airport apron's perfect for that, so I really like that. Down on the ground, the town centre is wonderful. Statue of Wealth and Oppression Office are a fantastic combo. Really, really like them. So super happy with it. And Green City is certainly the way to go, wasn't it? Definitely the right choice. You know, Rupert is going to be here and here somewhere, isn't he? Buying his tofu and his soy. Having sold his cryptocurrency company for $6 billion Rannoch dollars, right? He now lives here. Pretty nice. And then over here, just some community pools, some apartments, put a baseball pitch in, a little bit of terraforming again. Just wanted to break up the flatness of this because I didn't really want to do sun lounges here. Can't imagine you do a ton of sunbathing in Rannoch in this sort of wet, green, mountainous biome, right? And then a pathway around that baseball pitch again, which has amazing views across the water when you're playing a game with the old ball and bat, right? This place. Have a game around us here. Pier over there, which again I can't stop showing off the view. So many fun little viewpoints that I've developed because of today. And then the back of the Oppression Office has pathways here, up and down to the side of the building. Hopefully we'll see someone take it. Don't let me down. There we go, old man came through. So again, open walkable space with plazas next door to them. Here's the bandstand, which has probably the best view of today's episode, I think. From the chessboard in the middle up to the view there, right? Isn't that cool? I think I probably even want to delete the tree. Let's get rid of that. Just to open it up even more. There we go. So much fun. So much fun. And then we have more parks tucked in here as well. These little small parks work fantastic for getting people sitting on benches, which makes such a huge difference in a park space. Prime example of them not sitting here. And then this big park area is getting lots of use before it rounds out with another headland view with the pier and some breakwater rocks around it. So the town of Wesley turned out really nicely, plus the little botanical garden to fill some space at the walk up to the lighthouse park. And then indeed, our billionaires' homes has led to a really satisfying build. It's pretty big today as well. We've filled a ton of space. But either way, I hope you have managed to enjoy it. Massive shout out to the patrons that support the channel with a roll call to our golden eggs, Louis Adlam, Andrew Perez, Oh Hey Casino, Phoenix MD, Bad Wolfo, and Wesley Kipp. You're all legends, guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to get involved in that instant gaming and Patreon, best ways to do so down below. Still adoring Rannoch, and thank you for watching it every week and still enjoying CS1. I really do appreciate it. Love making these videos still in this city is growing on me every week. I love Boreal, and this side of the strait is developing so differently to what we did on the other side, and it's turning into a tremendously fun project. I think I realised I promised the dam project this week, didn't I? But again, massive shout out to FA Synergies for the inspiration over in the Discord. Come and join us over there if you haven't already. Super friendly community. Say good morning. have a nice chat as you start your day and hang out in some VC channels with us throughout the day as well. There's always someone streaming a bit of Minecraft, Project Zomboid, or Cities Satisfactory, whatever you want to come and chill out with. Do join us in the Discord. Otherwise, enjoy today's cinematics, but I'll shut up and leave it there. Let's thank you all so much indeed for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.
You